Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. From the Ground Up is a music theory and composition channel where I share the knowledge I have gained, as well as share new resources for learning music theory and composition skills. You will also get to hear some of my own original compositions too. I wanted to make a video combining all of the resources I am aware of and some basic advice on getting your start as a composer. To be clear, this will not be advice on how to start making a living as a composer, but rather for absolute beginners wanting to write their first compositions. Stick around and you might find a new resource you were otherwise unaware of. There will be links to everything in the comments below. Jump to this timestamp if you would like to jump straight to the advice portion of this video. The first resource I'd like to highlight is musictheory.net. Absolutely fantastic resource to practice identifying notes, building chords, identifying chords, practicing ear training, and much more. It has a free web application, but you can purchase the Tenuto app on Apple devices. Musictheory.net is highly customizable in terms of difficulty and topic. They also include lessons on the individual aspects you can then test yourself on. Another resource is rhythmrandomizer.com. This website is basically the same as the last, but for rhythms instead of music theory. Once again, highly customizable with time signatures, rhythms, tempo, and the like. You can have the website play just a metronome, or have it play the rhythm for you so you can hear it and practice along. Another website that could see some use is Chrome Music Lab. There are some diamonds in the rough here, and the cheery aesthetic for the website makes it fun to use and interact with. There are legitimately great lessons to be had on this website if you take the time to look at more than just the pretty pictures. If you yourself are an educator, especially to younger students, this is a great way to engage students in some music theory concepts while keeping it lighthearted and fun. Now, when it comes to composition software, there are many choices. I would argue that all of them have some pros and cons. I personally am partial to Musescore. It is a free download for use on a desktop with a very active team working to improve it constantly. It is an amazing workhouse for transcriptions and has fairly decent playback settings too, especially as you learn how to use it more and more effectively. I have less experience with this next program, but I have heard some students get a lot of use out of flat.io. This is a program that can be run on a desktop and also has apps on both Apple and Android devices. It is another free music writing program that could be a great help to folks who do not have access to a computer of their own, but still want to compose. There are, of course, plenty of amazing channels here on YouTube that do amazing work in showing their love for music and music theory. 8-Bit Music Theory, Charles Cornell, Adam Neely, just to name a scarce few. Links to their channels will be below. Now, some advice for beginning composers. I would say that the best project for you to start is one that you will be motivated to finish. For me, I wrote a brass quartet of Carol of the Bells because I wanted to play with my friends. I had the deadline of my school's Christmas concert, so I knew when I had to have my music ready by. I also told my friends that I was going to do it, so I felt obligated to meet their expectations of me. There's no better teacher than the process of working through it. Find time each day or each week when you can reliably have energy and time to dedicate to composing. In many ways, I think about it as if I were working out or practicing my instrument. You need dedicated, focused time to learn your new craft. Start with smaller, simpler arrangements before going after larger ideas or pieces. Don't worry about following or breaking rules. It's likely you don't know enough rules to break them effectively yet. Just focus on writing music that you think sounds good. One final tip is that after you have finished writing a piece, go back through and analyze your work. What did you do that sounds good? Why does it sound good? Are there any note choices that are unusual? You will grow a lot if you can explain everything that is happening in your piece instead of just going, I don't know what that is, but I know it sounds good. Again, start there. You don't need to know why it works at first, but once you go back to analyze it, then you can begin to grow your knowledge. Thank you for watching. If you have any resources that you use, please feel free to share them in the comments below. Music is a collaborative, not a competitive art or skill. I'm happy to answer any music-related questions below. A like, share, and subscribe are always appreciated. I look forward to working with you to build your skills from the ground up.